Hello everyone, welcome to the third session of history class. This is our third session from this chapter, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. As we discussed few points on the previous session, the first topic was the age of social change, and the second was industrial society and social change. Today we'll discuss another topic, that is the coming of socialism in Europe and support for socialism. Before starting this chapter, I just want to recapitulate few things, very important things from the previous session. On the first session we discussed about the society of Russia, the different community of the people. We discuss about conservative, radical and liberal. In these three, when we come to conservative, they were very orthodox type. They did not want change, but they later on they changed their mind and they accepted the change, but there were some terms and condition. They want change, but that should be very slow and the past also should be respected. If we come to liberal and radical, when we went through this radical and liberal, we thought some sort of democratic terms, right? The theory was like democratic, but in actual, it was not democratic. In one, we can see there was no right to vote, isn't it? They accepted different religions, but there was no universal adult franchise. On another radical, we saw they believed on forming a government in a public majority, isn't it? But like liberal, they were totally against the private property. Now let's see on another topic, the coming of socialism in Europe. We'll see different views of different philosophers in this socialism. Now let's see what they think and what they try to bring up in the society. By late 19th century in Europe, this socialism was getting famous, like popular, because the theory of socialism was liked by many peoples. And this socialism, the theory of socialism, was getting popular and popular among the people. Because why? People want change. They don't want any property to be individual. If socialism is trying to bring change in the society, and that is the thing that people liked. This socialism attracted widespread attention. Now we already know socialists were against the private property. Now who is this socialist? These socialists are the people who follow the practices of socialism. These socialists, they are the person who follow the practices of socialism. As we were discussing socialism in the first session, right? What is this socialism? That means this political and economic theory of social organization which advocates that the means of productions, distribution and exchange should be owned and regulated by the community as a whole, not individual. Socialism believed in community as a whole, not individual. So that is the reason this socialism was getting attracted to the widespread nation. Now these socialists were totally against the private property, and they saw it as the root of the social ills of the time. They thought this private property is one of the social ill of this time. They thought this is the main problem of discrimination in the society. So that is the reason this socialism wants to create in a community as a whole. Now this socialist, they wanted to change. They wanted to change and campaign for this. The philosopher Robert Owen, In 1771 to 1858, he sought to build a cooperative community called New Harmony in Indiana. Not Indian, it's a Indiana, it is in USA. Louis Blanc from 1813 to 1882 wanted the government to encourage cooperative and replace capitalist enterprises. They don't want any capitalist individual enterprises in the country. Karl Marx, one of the renowned philosopher, and Friedrich Engels added other ideas to the body of argument. According to Karl Marx, industrial society was capitalist. They only think of the money, only capital, only profit. According to the Karl Marx, who owned the capital invested in factories, and the profit of capitalist was produced by worker. Capitalism and the rule of private property were overthrown. Marx believed that a communist society was the natural society of the future. Now, what the Karl Marx theory? Now, he thought this industrialist or industries owner, they think only of the profit. What about the profit the industry owners they used to earn? It is only because of workers. Without workers, this profit is not possible for the factory owners or industrial owners. So Karl Marx want this profit to be distributed among the workers because this is due to the workers. Now let's talk an example about a diamond merchant, from India. He's from Gujarat. His name is Sabzi Dholakia. He is one of the popular diamond merchant. What he does, he gifted many expensive things to their workers. Now in 2018, this diamond merchant owner, he gifted Mercedes, Mercedes of 1 crore each to 3 employees for completing 25 years of service in the company. Now just diamond merchant owner, he gifted to 3%, that means to his employee who completed 25 years of their work in that company. What he gifted? 1 crore each of Mercedes. Now do you think any owners or capitalists they gifted like this to anyone? But this man, this Sabzi Dholakia gifted. Not only this, Diwali bonus and all, he doesn't give 5,000, 6,000 rupees to his employee. He gives flats and all, diamond jewelry and all, this type of gifts. Why? Because this Sabzi Dholakia thinks that this is because of this employee. Whatever he gets profit, whatever he is today, whatever his position, he says that it is only because of this worker. If this worker would not work honestly, properly, that means he would not be one of the richest person or one of the wealthiest person. He thinks that it is only because of these workers. We have listened, maybe like you have listened stories about this person, right? In 2014, I think he gifted 500 flats, 525 pieces of diamond jewelries to his employees. He rewarded more than 1268 employees, 1260 cars, 400 flats, this type of things. Now see, so what this socialism is saying, socialist is saying, they says that this property has to be distributed among the community. Karl Marx theory is exactly matching with this Sabzi Dholakia, a diamond merchant from Gujarat. The Karl Marx also thinks that whatever the capitalist is earning profit is only because of worker and has to be distributed. This profit has to be distributed among the whom? Among the workers. Now another thing, Karl Marx, he believed that this worker should be free from exploitation. He don't want any workers more to get exploited by this type of capitalist. So that is the reason he tried to form a communist party, not party, of association, or you can say union. He planned, or he said to workers that the workers had to construct a radically socialist society where all the property was socially controlled by the people, not by the capitalist. Now this would be like a, as I said, communist as a union, association, or you can say a communist society. Now he convinced the workers who triumph in their conflict with capitalists. Now whatever the problems comes between the workers and the capitalist, that means the industrial owners, this will be solved by the communist society. This will be a as a help, isn't it, to fight against the industrial capitalist. So someone will be there to speak against them. So a communist society was the natural society of the future. This communist society was the natural society of the future. That means you can say now the workers will triumph. They'll get freedom from exploitation. The next topic is a support for socialism. Now in this topic, you can see by the 1870s what happened. These socialist ideas, the ideas of socialism, spread through Europe, and they formed a body, that is a international body that was named Second International. Now different associations were formed by workers in Germany and England to fight for the better living and working conditions. They formed an association and union. What is this association and union? The forming an association or being a member of this association and union, this will help, this union or association will help the workers in future. Supposedly I'm working in some of the industries, I'm the worker of this industry. Now if some problems comes to me, if one of the person gets sick from my family, I need lots of fund, monies and all, what they do, what this association do, what the union people do, they will collect the money and they will help me. They will help me in my need. So this is one of the positive things of the forming of association and union. In 1905, socialist and trade unions form a Labour Party in Britain and Socialist Party in France. However, in 1914, what happened? Socialists never succeeded in forming a government in Europe, though the theory was in favor of the people, in favor of the poor people, public, but they were unable to form a government in Europe. Though their representation, you can say they're represented by strong will, the theory, their motto was positive, very positive for the people, because it was in favor of the people, not against the people. Many people supported, the people started supporting this socialism, the theory of socialism, but they failed to make their government in country. Though they were getting support from the people, but you can say government continued to be run by whom? By conservative, liberals and radical. Hope you people understood till here. Any comments? Please let me know. If you are unable to understand from this chapter, please let me know, or you can leave your comment. Okay, till then, today till here. From next session we'll start what, which topic? The Russian Revolution. The main part will start on in the next session. Okay, till then, stay safe, take care, bye bye.